Merry Christmas, Lauren, Francis, Mila, and Lily. I am so excited that you guys are going to get to work on some fun create projects at home. This is awesome. I just have some instructions for you so that you can figure this out, and I thought that doing it with a video would be the easiest way. The first thing I want to show you is this sad looking stocking. I saw these and I was like, you know what? This has so much potential, and I know just the kids who can make it awesome. So, all of you will get one of these stockings that would be so boring by itself. But then you're also going to get a bag of supplies to decorate your stocking. I did an example here for an L for Lauren, but you can, if you want to do your initial, you can just polka dot it all with your sparkles. To glue your sparkles on, I would use your tub of glue and your Q-tip. Those of you who have been in the studio are really good and know how we do it with our dotting and then sticking, dotting and sticking, or you could also put a little bit of glue just right on the back and stick it on there. You can spread the glue around for the cotton balls also. And with the cotton balls, you don't want to just stick them on there as a ball. You want to spread them out like this to get them nice and fluffy. If that's not enough and you want to add some more pizzazz, you can come across your little bling bag here. This little bling bag is included in your kit, and it is to add special enhancements to anything you see in this kit. So you've got some pom-poms in there, some buttons, some sparkles. So this right here, oh, there's some sparkly stars, can be added to make anything in the kit extra special. So I'm going to move this, and we're going to move on to the next project. The next project is going to be an assortment of ornaments to paint. You just have 3 ornaments right here, and here are the strings to string them on, for stringing to put on your tree. Your paint is in these little paint pots. Be very careful when you're opening the paint pots because I don't want them to spill. They are sealed extra tight to keep the paint fresh, but you might want to get somebody to help you, or maybe Lauren can be in charge of carefully opening all the paint pots. Just to warn you guys, it's acrylic paint, and so it won't come out of your clothes. And the reason we had to use acrylic paint is because tempera paint cracks. We found that when we use tempera paint on wood projects, it cracks and looks really bad. So we wanted to make sure your projects turned out really nice. So we have red, green, white, yellow, blue, brown, black, gold, and then this is that clear glitter paint that I know I've used with Lauren before, and it makes things like look sparkly like snow. It's extra special to put on top of white. So anytime you paint something white, if you want to put a little bit of this glitter on top, it makes it look extra special. We also will give you 3 different paintbrushes. One with a skinny tip to use for detail work, like a medium-sized one, and then a large one to paint bigger backgrounds. So when you do your ornaments, you can paint and decorate these any way you want. Personally, I would paint them a color, I would let them dry, then I would go to your awesome bling bag and I'd find some fun stuff to stick on top of them. For this one right here, I think it'd be even extra cool after you paint it to write the year 2020 on it to make it a cool commemorative ornament. We also have this Santa ornament for you to do. Very easy. I've already pre-taped the line off. So you'll paint the top with your red paint, the bottom with your white paint. When it dries a little bit, you can pull off the tape and it'll leave this part blank. I've got a little bag for you here of eyes and noses, which is kind of funny. And it also has a red string for stringing. You can pick which size of eyes you want. The other ones will be used for our reindeer project, but pick which size of eyes. And I would use the little pom-pom for the nose for this one. I think that would look cuter than a big one. That brings me to our reindeer painting project. You're going to have a canvas that's all marked off. Claire did this one to show you as an example. So I would paint your background first, because it's always good to paint the background of a project first. You can use paint straight out of the paint container, or you can do a little mixing. If you grab a paper plate at home, you can create and mix up your own colors. That's kind of fun. So Claire painted her background first. Then she painted her reindeer. If you wanted to, you could even add a little neck so he's not a head floating in space, but it's totally up to you. So we've got brown, and again, Claire did some mixing, and she likes to mix to make her brown a little bit lighter, and she made a little pink for inside the ears, and then she did some decorative eyes. So you can choose to have all that detail, or you can keep it simple. For snow, you can use a Q-tip to make your dots. I think you guys are familiar with dotting with Q-tips. You can also use the back of a paintbrush to make littler dots. That's always fun. And you can even use the tip of your finger to make some dots. And I like that Claire gave hers some freckles. I don't know, I think he's super cute. And instead of painting eyes on there, if you don't want to mess with that, then you can use from, again, your little random baggie of eyes and noses. You can use 2 googly eyes, and then I would put the bigger pom-pom nose on your deer, personally. I did give you a tiny bit of black paint if you want to paint your own eyes on, but be careful with the black paint because sometimes it can just mess everything up. So when you go to paint your eyes, I would make sure that everything else is dry if that's what you choose to do. All right, what next? Oh, okay. We have this super cute beaded wreath ornament right here. Here is your little container of beads with your pipe cleaner and some ribbon. You can put your beads on in a pattern. The pattern I used here was 5 green beads and then 2 red beads. 5 green, 2 red. When they're all on your pipe cleaner, and just a hint, I would like bend the end like that while you're stringing them. See how it's bent right there? So that they don't all fall out. But when you're all done, you just loop it around like this. Give it a little twisty twist like that. And then give the top a little twist to make the hook. And then you can wrap the ribbon and tie it in a bow. And if you need somebody to help you, I'm sure somebody will. Lauren and Francis, I know you guys made the gingerbread banner, that garland that was super cute, but I also included one big gingerbread house for everybody in here to decorate. You all get your own in your box, and I punched some holes, and there's some ribbon that you can tie into a little bow. I thought that would be cute. I would tie the bow after you're done painting and after it dries. And then you can use your white paint, your gold paint, and your red and your green if you want to make some fun decorations. Remember, here is, I'll show you Claire's. So just an example, here's from the garland that we made, but see how cute you can make it? And I would use your skinniest brush to make your extra fine details. Right, next we have a project with this plastic ball that looks like glass, but it's plastic. I think that's pretty cool. I'm giving you all a sheet of the sparkly strips. So you want to cut the strips off. We'll take the top off of here like this. Then you're going to stuff the strips into the globe. And you want to use as many strips as we give you. The more, the better. When you're done stuffing them all in, you can put the top back on like this. And then I've given you a little bag that has glue dots and these big sparkles so that you can add some extra bling with your glue dots and sparkles. The best way to do this, and this can be a little tricky, so if you want to skip this part, you're welcome to, or if you want somebody to help you, That's good too. But I pulled off the backing for the glue dot. And then I'm going to just stick the sparkle right on there. And I've actually made that sparkle into a sticker, which is pretty cool. And then I pull off the back. And it's all nice and sticky. And then I just stick it right to my ornament. And the reason that we're using those glue dots and not just regular glue is because the plastic makes it hard for things to stick to. And so we learned that these glue dots are really secure and it makes it look pretty awesome. Now we also have a couple cards for you to decorate. Everybody gets 2 nice size Christmas cards. These might be nice to make thank you notes for family members who spoiled you rotten. And you get a few pieces of fun scrapbook paper. And you can do whatever you want with this. Maybe it'd be fun to cut out the shape of a Christmas tree and glue it on the card. Again, you can just use your Q-tip and little dots of this glue. Don't put too much glue because it'll make the paper wrinkle. Just use little dots, it'll hold it. You can add things from your bling bag to decorate. But a simple triangle cut out of here into a Christmas tree always works really nice. I told my kids that all I wanted for Christmas was a nice card from them. So that makes everybody so happy. Now, the last thing you'll all have is a piece of wood to paint. 3 out of the 4 have words on them. One says Merry and Bright, the other 2 just say Merry, and you can decorate them any way you want. I would put the paint down first, and then when the paint dries, you can use things from your bling bag, leftover sparkles, however you want to do it. But for Francis, we had 1 extra snowman. So we gave Francis a snowman, and Francis, I'm just showing you this to make it easier for you because yours is a little more complicated. You can paint the top red, obviously, this white, and I would even put some of that sparkle on top of it. If you want to use some leftover cotton balls to add, you're welcome to. But then I did give you a super awesome puff tail to glue on at the end. You might want to use one of your glue dots to have that stick, just because I think it might be a little hard to get on there with the tacky glue. But I'm just excited that you all get to be creative on Christmas. And if you have any questions, your mom has my phone number, and I would be happy to hear from you, even if it's Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I'm just so excited that you guys get to do this super fun project together. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the studio soon.